We have developed this venue here to act as liaisons. We act in the capacity of what we call transmitter receivers, who have developed a technique of quieting ourselves and stilling our inner beings so that we can make space and allow for receiving of communications from our planetary administration. We're here to bring the great news that we have a planetary administration and that we are looked out for by this amazing organization that's been watching over us and taking care of us uh, for as long as we have any knowledge of. Some of the members on this planetary administration are historical figures that have lived lives on our planet and have been engaged in service to the spiritual awakening on our world before. They are still available because they are in spirit form, just as Jesus turned into spirit form when he left this incarnation and made a transition into his next life, which he demonstrated to us will be a life of spirit, a life in spirit. So this is what we try to do, is tune into the frequency of spirit so that we may communicate back and forth across this line, across this divide between mortals of the realm who are strictly confined to the time space scenario to spirits of the realm, which have no such definition to their being. We all are spirit beings housed in mortal flesh at this point in our spiritual growth. And it is through that component of ourselves that we are able to reach and bridge this gap and find a way to be receptive and be able to communicate in spirit, as spirit, with spirit. This is something we all have, we are all capable of. There is nothing special about any of us who are acting as transmitter receivers to bring you this message. We have simply spent time in developing the pathway, the mechanism whereby to perform this function in league with those who wish to use this channel to communicate to the world that they serve and to you who have eyes to see in spirit. So at the with all that introduction, I will now provide my services to be used by our friend in this process, Machiventa Melchizedek, a historical figure in terms of being the sage of Salem in the Bible and working with Abraham to create the religions of the time. It's his desire to openly discourse with you, and we have agreed to work towards this end, to do our part, to become these facilitators on his behalf, on their behalf. So now I will engage in attempting to quiet my inner citadel of spirit and to reach up for divine frequencies. It is accomplished by the relaxation of the mortal tension, the mortal frequency, and enlisting the frequency of divinity, which is love. Tuning into this frequency and allowing those to use it as they will. So be it. And with such intention and such deliberate conditioning of the environment, it is so. I am Machiventa Melchizedek, here to take advantage of this opportunity just provided. It is with great pleasure that I have this avenue of approach where we can meet in this forum, and I can bring words of wisdom, words of comfort, words of joy at having found each other in this process, having the opportunity to actually develop a relationship in this process. There is an option between any two spirit beings to form a relationship. Such a relationship transcends the limitations of time and space. Such a relationship is an expression of love, and expressions of love never perish. So, if it is appealing to you to consider that you are spirit and you may form a relationship with any other spirit that exists, that includes me, that includes some of your divine parents, your Jesus of Nazareth, your Mother Spirit. Such spirits await your signal to commune, to get to know each other, and in fact to form a relationship, one that may endure through the vicissitudes of time and space, one that may go with you as you enjoy your spiritual career, your ascension career designed for you and assisted by your onboard partner, your spiritual guide within, referred to perhaps as the small, still voice. This is indeed a guide to help you find your spiritual nature. And such a guide will always lead you in the direction of your divine parents, into qualities of truth, beauty, and goodness that have divine tones. This represents another remarkable relationship that you may consider forming and having, is an open relationship, strengthening the bond between you and your internal guide. This internal guide is a gift from your divine parents and will always and evermore assist you in making divine choices and presenting you with opportunities to choose, opportunities to define your character and your energy signature in time and space. So I encourage you to consider this whole opportunity that presents itself to you as you evolve on your eternal spiritual career, that you may engage in relationship with any manner of other spirit being. You are doing that amongst your mortal associates even now, where you are forming relationships not only with their material component, but their soul as well, their divine part. This is who you are really developing a relationship with, a long-term relationship that will endure past this transition of mortal into spirit transition. I invite you to join me in my desire to have a relationship with all who will participate. This is how truth, beauty, and goodness are spread. This is how growth occurs. This is the process of discovery in play. And I enjoy any opportunity to present these options so that they may be chosen, they may be activated with as simple as a choice that you make. I invite you to make these choices in favor of reaching out and developing relationships with all manner of beings that exist in the spirit realm, as well as in the spirit realm while housed in mortal frame. Be well and take advantage of all these opportunities before you. They will enrich your experience and your life and bring you joy and happiness that will endure past any mortal transition. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk again later as per the commitment of my associates in this process. Thank you. Farewell.